The most versatile and unique leg curl machine in existence. What's up, beautiful people? Nathan Clark, Domination Nation Gym. I'm going to show you a really cool leg piece that I'm just thrilled to own. So there seems to still be an ongoing debate in the community about the seated leg curl versus the prone leg curl and the efficacy. Me personally, I still actually prefer a prone leg curl done in the way I'll show you. And this machine is so versatile and so cool because there's so many things you can do with it. All right, so check this out. This is the Strive Medical Prone Leg Curl. So the cool thing with these units is you're going to notice there's a gazillion adjustments. So this is more beginning range, and this is more end range. This is more end range. So there's literally 4 different quadrants. You can literally pinpoint wherever in the range of motion you want it to be heavy, light, taper, or get more tension with that. More sophisticated than even the plate-loaded Strive or Prime pieces because there's just endless freaking variety. So for multiple movements, the way I like to do it is I start with it heavier in the beginning here and heavier in the end here. So it's heavy in the beginning range, gets lighter, and then as this comes around, it gets heavy towards the end. The thing I want you to notice is the multiple different variations. So what I've done, these are all original holes here, and I've drilled 4 additional holes, and I'll show you why. The other cool thing in the old Strive pieces, I'm in my combined leg extension leg curl has the same function. There's range limiters, so I can put this a certain position. It allows me to get like an isometric contraction. So one of my major beasts with most, not all, but most prone leg curls is there's not enough pre-stretch. I think pre-stretch is crucial. You want to preload your hamstrings when you start the move. So for this part, I'm going to unlock this and put it all the way to my first hole. All right, so I knew when I first saw this machine, even before I ever used it, that it could double as a leg extension leg curl, and that's kind of what I'm doing here. The beauty is being able to lay back and get that full stretch and then supersetting to upright. It just makes a lot of leg extensions obsolete. So I don't even really use the holes that come with the machine. I use only the holes that I've drilled because the issue is they didn't give me enough pre-stretch. So the second hole I drilled, I'm able to start with a tremendous amount of pre-stretch and really allow me to load the hamstrings the entire range of motion, and particularly in the stretch position. So I still love doing my prone leg curls this way. I think I've shown this on here before with almost my torso almost completely upright. So the cool thing is there are multiple adjustments of the front pad where you can do it like the Body Masters where you're all the way like 60 degrees or upright. But I just find toes pointed, the first 2/3 of the range of motion is where all the money is in this. And this just allows me to preload my hamstrings. I love the prone hamstrings that have a roller pad, much better than a flat pad, most of them. And this movement just hammers my hamstrings. I can't take credit for this. This is a Ryan Humiston movement, but it's really one of my favorite hamstring movements. Sometimes I'll show you in a second, I'll hold like the contraction like right there. That spot's the money right there. After you do as many as you can, you hold that spot with your toes pointed. So you're getting some gastrocsoleus stimulation as well. And then I'm kind of upright. So the beauty of this machine is the infinite number of drop sets you can do to make it easier or harder. So obviously you're typically going to start when the movement's a little harder and then make it a little easier. So the bottom bar moves up and down, and the medial lateral bar moves side to side. So there's infinite ways you can literally put tension on the muscle. 40 different degrees side to side and up and down. It's crazy. So this is just showing you another picture of how I do them. Kind of follow the stretch upright a little bit. So the third hole, this is the third movement you can do with this. This is so versatile. So single leg standing leg curl. That's the perfect position with your torso straight forward. The stretch, the contraction on this is absolutely phenomenal. It's better than the Body Masters, better than the Star Trek. I don't know a standing leg curl as good as this movement right here, particularly because obviously you can make it lighter or heavy wherever you want to with the Strive technology. But it feels absolutely freaking phenomenal, and it puts me in that perfect position with where I'm able to start the movement with full hip extension rather than leaning forward with hip flexion. This really allows you to get some glute, but just totally isolate the hamstrings when you can start slightly lean forward like I'm showing you in hip extension. So the fourth and final movement I'll show you is really cool. Check out how I'm able to do hip thrust / glute bridges with this. I do single leg and double leg, I'll show you. And I use this little range limiter you'll see to give that isometric contraction at the very top. So when I finish that movement at the top, I want to shove it so my hips really hard up to the ceiling and get that stop that's going to give me that isometric contraction at the very top to really make sure I'm contracting my glutes. So there are several prone leg curl machines you can do this with, but none of them give you the option of this Strive technology of being able to manipulate where it's heavy or light so much like this machine. That's why this machine is so freaking versatile. So lots of cool things you can do with this particular machine. Tell me what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe below. Have an amazing day.